Welcome to the show, and this week it's a EUROBIKE special.
Yeah, it's the biggest event of the year for new bicycle tech, so I can't wait to see what's coming from there.
Yeah, and not only that, we're going to reveal all of the 2023 tech we already hate. It's all coming up on the Dirt Shed Show. Yes, welcome to this week's show where we have got an awful lot to get through.
Yes, we'll hear from Doddy in a bit, but first, look at these potential trends. A crazy chain line, look at this bike. We're asking, is 20-inch mountain biking or full suspension BMXing really a thing? Plus, we've got a Dainese competition.
Yeah, it's all coming up, and I tell you what, we are going to get into the trends we hate, but we can't do it without a special guest, Neil.
Shell suits, all right, shell suits.
No, wait on the trends. We're going to have someone help us out, because this week we've got an amazing guest. It's Anna from GMBN Tech.
Hello.
Anna, how are you?
Yeah, I'm good, thank you, yeah.
Oh, it's a good week, because it's EUROBIKE week.
It is, and there's already been some bombshells dropped with the
big bombshells.
e-bike world.
E-bike world is leading the way at the moment.
Isn't it?
And I tell you what, we're going to come up with some things we think are going to be big in the future, but that we hate already.
Okay.
Right, so I'm going to start us off, right, because you've already hinted at it, Neil.
Yeah.
In our intro there. High pivots.
You hate these things.
High pivots and idler wheels can go f themselves.
Why?
I absolutely, the chain line, it's just ugly, man. It's ugly. I don't care if it works.
You do realise that that's on a Cannondale Jekyll, right? You realise that?
Yes,
Mental.
even on a Cannondale.
You realise what
I
you're
hate
saying?
Honestly,
Why do you hate these things?
It looks old. It looks old. Mountain biking should be getting slicker. It should be getting more beautiful. It should be getting more of a...
Refined.
What's the word? It should be getting more perfect. And it's not. Idler wheels aren't perfect. Those chain lines are just bloody ugly. And I hate it. And I know we've got more of it to come. There you go. I've got mine out there. What do you think?
Well, naturally, I've got to love it because there's another thing to maintain, right? That's the
Obviously.
thing.
More business
More is
coming
better,
through the
right?
door.
Yeah, more tools. Neil, did you like the idler wheel?
It's all right. Yeah, it's fine. Tell you what I really hate is road bike technology. But that's going off topic a bit. But it's a new road bike. It's a new. It looks the same as old road bike. Same thing.
What trend seriously are you really dreading? Tell me what is it?
I mean, I do like electronic gears, like the Access stuff. I actually think they're really good. But I don't like the fact you need a mobile app. You don't need it very often, but sometimes you do need it. And I wish the batteries lasted a bit longer. But that is being picky, so I do actually like them.
You did say earlier on that you spent about half an hour trying to change the... What was it?
Yeah, the way which paddle did which. Only to then realise it was the right way around in the first place. But I didn't have signal in the woods, so I was trying to do it, and now it's signal.
Rubbish.
Oh my God.
Go back to mechanical. I'm going to say electronic gears are what I hate. I don't hate, now let's get this right, I don't hate them,
you hated them.
But I don't like the fact that they're pulling attention away from making mechanical drivetrains better. They've still got work to do.
No, but look, we've just heard stuff coming out of EUROBIKE this week, and we're going to dive over to Doddy for stuff on the ground in a moment. But we've just heard that we've got ABS brakes coming.
I hate the idea of it.
No,
ABS
I love
brakes
it. I love it.
And
brilliant.
And basically an automatic gearbox for mountain bikes.
I don't like that either.
I mean, the automatic gearbox for mountain bikes, what are they calling it, Anna?
Well, it's auto shift.
Auto shift.
Shimano. Shimano get things right.
That sounds good. That sounds good to me.
I don't think it does, but then I'm definitely one of those people, like most mountain bikers, that just look at it, no, don't want it, and before I've even tried it. So I should, give it some fairness and try it out probably. But
it depends if it's going to be like, when you think about cars, some cars get it right, some cars you just rev the heck out of your car and it's just doing nothing up a hill. It's just making a cool noise.
Old school autos are rubbish. The new dual clutch ones are good.
This is going to be new.
Is it?
I don't know. I think I'm on board with the auto shift. I'm not too sure about the ABS. That just sounds like BS.
You just want to do a skip.
Let's head over to Doddy.
He's
actually in EUROBIKE right now to see what's happening on the ground and what does he think. Doddy, over to you.
Well, Mark, as you know, I'm here to look at some of the 2023 trends. Not been here too long, to be fair, but even walking around now, I can tell you there is a lot of movement in the e-bike world, and some of this is going to move through to regular mountain bikes, but some of it I don't think we're going to see. But have a look at this. This thing has got ABS brakes on it. Now, historically, you would get the racers, be that cross-country or downhill racers, testing prototype stuff that we would later get to see in production. But there's a change of guard now, and what's really starting to happen, it's becoming really clear with new developments from Bosch and Shimano and Magura, as we got here, is the tech is being developed for the e-bike market, and then we may or may not start seeing that transfer over onto the mountain bike market. Now, one of the things we've got here is a collaboration of products from Bosch and Magura. It's an ABS system for bikes. Now, at this stage, you're not going to see this on regular mountain bikes because it has to be powered by the battery. Now, it's not just a system for making the caliper go a bit wiggly when you go over bumps and stuff. This thing is completely tailorable to different terrain. The lever up at the bars there has got a much bigger fluid reservoir in there, so there's much more in there to control the amount of effort that is going on. There's a lot more pressure on the system. To cope with that as well, the piston at the lever that drives the fluid through to the caliper is a bigger bore. So instead of 10mm, you've got a 12mm on there. Like, everything on it is overbuilt to work for this. And then you've got the sensor that's just mounted on the fork here. Now, this thing can actuate the caliper like in a hair's fraction of a second there. So fast that it doesn't actually enable the rotor to lock at any time. It really controls the movement in a way that you can't feel. So you can grab a handful of brake on the nastiest, rockiest, rootiest adverse terrain, and your front wheel isn't going to break traction. Now, that, to me, that is incredible technology. And it's clear that it's not, looking at this bike, it's not designed for commuters and wet tarmac. This is designed for off-road conditions. And Jonesy, over on EMBN, he tells me that this is up there with hydraulic brakes and suspension as one of the best ever mountain bike innovations. That's pretty impressive.
Thank you, Doddy. Oh, man. So good. Looks good there, doesn't it?
Doesn't it, in Frankfurt?
Oh, you jealous, Anna?
I'm so jealous.
Oh, it's a nightmare. But someone's
All
got to
of the
steer the
tech.
ship, and you've got the reins
Of the
steering
ship,
wheel.
yeah.
Right, I tell you what, we've got something else great this week. Not only things we hate, but also something we love. We've got a Dainese comp.
Yeah, you can win loads of stuff.
Yeah, you can. You can win yourself a HDR line helmet, a HDR jersey as well.
Plus a HG Loft jacket, HGR shorts, HGL gloves, some Rival Pro knee guards, and some socks to finish off the outfit.
Amazing, amazing. It's a great prize, and all you've got to do after the show, of course, is hit the link in the description down below, head over there and get into the comp. And best of luck with it. Best of luck with it. I tell you what, you don't have to do. You don't have need any luck to get yourself a GMBN tee at the moment.
Really?
No, you don't. You can just head over to the GMBN
Oh, you
shop.
need money.
Anna. You need money. You do need some money, but not much.
Tea?
No, you're going to need cash. Head over to GMBN shop. We've got some amazing stuff over there, but the thing I really love at the moment is the Rockies tee.
That's what I'm wearing.
Yeah,
You
I
can't
really
tell,
love it.
it's the back that
I was a little bit jealous earlier on when I saw you had
It's
one.
a grey t-shirt.
Have you
It's a
got one, Anna?
bad
'Cause
suit.
I
I've got all three colours. Do you not have one?
No, I haven't got
I'm
the
obviously
Rockies
more important
tee at
than
the
you.
moment. Neil, just give us a little spin. Give us a little
It's
spin.
really nice, actually.
It
It's
is
got
very
vintage
nice.
vibes, hasn't it? Like vintage surf vibes.
Oh, I
love
need
it.
these. I'm going to Whistler in a couple of weeks and I need these tees for that. I
Yeah.
need them. It's a must. But you don't need to wait like I do. You can just head over to the shop. Link is in the description down below. And it's a great way of supporting the channel and, of course, helping us get out there and make videos. So thanks if you do. Anna, do you know what's up next?
Is it the news?
It is! Let's see what Tom and Toff are up to.
I've been waiting for that.
What's up everyone? It's an insane time for mountain bike news right now thanks to the return of EUROBIKE in Germany. Just a disclaimer on this, I'm recording on Wednesday. I'm expecting a few big releases over the next few days, which we'll have to report on next week. First up, we've got a few new inventions from the e-bike world which could change things for mountain biking too. Steve Jones over on EMBN has been checking out a new breed of lightweight e-bikes which honestly just look like bikes. I mean, check out this Trek and the Pivot, they're both unreal. And apparently they're super silent too. The Trek uses a TQ motor and Pivot, Transition and other brands are using the Fazua Ride 60, both of which can be ridden with or without charge or batteries, due to a decoupling system that means there's no friction pedaling past the speed limit. Okay, something tangible which has happened on mountain bikes at EUROBIKE so far, Lal Bike's SuperDrive drivetrain has appeared on its first production mountain bike, the Nikolai Nucleon 16. The system uses a high pivot and two idlers, one to tension and the other which acts as a clutch on the lower cage of the rear mech does, removing the need for that and instead housing a single pulley derailleur inside the rear triangle of the bike, out of harm's way of the terrain that you're riding. Pretty cool, but Cedric, Lal Bike's creator, states that Nikolai isn't the big bike brand he's been working with since launching his product, so we may see more companies adopting this system sometime soon. Keep your eyes peeled for that. Okay, some race results to close out. It was Lenzerheide last weekend, and Loana Lecomte turned up the heat in the women's XC, once again narrowly beating Jenny Rissveds and Alessandra Keller to the top spot. In the men's race, it was Luca Braido just pipping Alan Hatherley to the line for his first win, shortly followed by Matthias Flückiger and Nino Schurter. Schurter and Flückiger had been duking it out at the front of the race before both crashing in the woods on the final lap, where Braido and Hatherley got past. Details on the crash are thin, and there have been heated statements from the two riders. It seems Flückiger maybe tried to pass where there wasn't much room, which may have resulted in the crash, costing both of them in the points. A little more straightforward in the downhill racing, where it was a Commencal Muck-Off double win, with Miriam Nicole and Amaury Piron with the standout performances. Camille Balanche and Finn Isles finished second, with Eleonora Farina and Greg Minnaar clinching third. Okay, I'm done with the news for now, but I'll be working to put out as much tech news from EUROBIKE on GMBN Tech social channels as soon as possible, so keep your eyes out there if that's something you're into. For now though, let's catch up with Toff for this week's Sickest Thing.
Right, this week's Sickest Thing is from DJ Brandt and Commencal. It's called Residency, and it's about how he moved to Utah just for sick opportunities to build stuff and obviously just sick riding. This video is directed and edited by Tori Powers, who you might recognize from his X Games part last year. I think he's done a great job putting this video together. Now there's so many sick clips in this, but my favorite ones have to be the 180 on to cab off and that 360 tabletop drop. He made them both look so good even though they were on a downhill bike, and the banger is just absolutely ridiculous. It's a backflip to stoppy. On his Insta, it said it took him 119 tries. That's so many crashes. It must have been insane, but it just looks so good, doesn't it? Totally worth it. And you know, a lot of riders would have tagged that rear wheel coming off that drop, but he didn't. Absolutely perfectionist. It's so good. Right, that's my Sickest Thing this week. Time to go back to the shed.
Yeah, I saw that POC stuff in Sweden, actually. I was out there last week with Blake, with POC, and it's crazy that the technology is going into those helmets with airbags. They've worked with Volvo in the past, and Volvo are trying to stop any deaths related to their cars. So obviously people inside, but people outside as well. So they're looking at airbags on the outside of cars for cyclists and pedestrian stuff.
Is that going to work though, an airbag on your head?
The technology looks brilliant, and this is for high-speed impacts where helmets just aren't good for those bigger, really high-speed ones. Because they've looked at this crazy technology with video to see how many Gs people's heads go through, and it's way more than normal helmets are rated to. So that's what it's designed for.
Just think, Anna, how many brain cells Neil could have saved if he'd have had an airbag helmet in his lifetime.
I know.
Wow. He'd be way smarter. Otherwise known as half as dumb.
Yeah, it's true.
They have had airbags out before for cyclists, but it was like a neck brace.
So that what POC said is that
great.
that has to go off every time because you've got no protection on your head. If you've got a helmet on, it doesn't have to because you're wearing a helmet. So they've looked into that as well.
Brilliant.
Yeah, it's interesting. Right, okay, let's get into some hacks and bodges for this week. Right, it's time for hacks and bodges. Hacks and bodges. Hacks and bodges. No?
Do I have to join in?
No one joined in with me then. Never mind. Okay, we're into hacks and bodges, and our first one this week is from Jesse. What do you think about this?
I think this is cool. This is putting Blake to shame. He's so slack. Honestly, he's behind it. Blake Bills is coming. He's been a bit busy, to be fair. He
has been. Anna, what are you thinking about the drawer in the old
I love
van
it.
there? It's
I'm
nice.
in the middle of building my own micro camper at the moment.
Nice.
It's got drawer slides and these wheels going along an aluminium profile. So the bike slide in and out. He's got the back wheel raised to save space and create a place for equipment like helmets and shoes and stuff.
Bloody clever. Bloody clever.
The great thing about this is that you probably pull it all out and just have it as a van and storage area if you don't want the bike.
That's true. You can remove the bike bit.
So he's got e-bikes and he's got a converter on the side to charge the batteries from solar.
Very cool.
It's a good setup.
Very cool. That's a hack for sure.
Yep.
Next up, something of a bodge, I fear.
I've seen people do this before, using clipless shoes on flats. I've seen this quite a lot in my coaching days. So this is from Thanasis in Greece, who's made these bits to sort of bolt in. So I guess you could use them for either or.
I'm not a fan of this.
Why would you do that? The soles aren't very grippy on clipless.
Quite firm, aren't they?
Yeah, surely the soles are going to be very stiff as well because they were clip shoes.
It's not the biggest problem I see in this photo though. I think one shoe is much bigger than the other. I think that's the biggest.
The old club foot.
All my eyes are a bit funny.
What a night. Next up, we have got, I like this one a lot actually. This is from Joshua in Tasmania. And he has got Jim, his little 2-year-old, on his own home-built shotgun. Look at that.
Love it. He saved himself about $250.
Yeah.
That's not bad, is it?
Made from scrap metal on the farm. Those kids love those things, honestly.
I like
so
it.
much fun.
I like it. Anna, do you fancy one of those on the front of your bike for Blake or something?
I think, I'm
Imagine a little Blake
fractionally
sat in
tall,
front
fractionally shorter than him. I think I'd go on the front.
That's Blake's real height right there. That's what he looks like.
Hey, we've had a shortage actually this week of hacks and bodges. So send us your biggest hacks and bodges. Love to see them, and we'll show them on the show next week, hopefully.
You could be starring right here, but we've got to pick a winner for this week. Okay, so we're giving a race top. Anna, it's over to you. Is it going to be Joshua, Thanasis, or Jesse? Who are you going to give the race top to this week?
As much as I love the van hacks, it's been done before. The homemade shotgun wins for me.
All right.
Saving those dollars and getting the kid out on the bike.
There we go. Joshua, you are the winner. Well done. You've won yourself a GMBN race top. Not bad. Remember, send us yours into the uploader and it could be you winning a race top next week. Caption contest, Anna. What are you thinking of this photo of Chris from last week? Oh my goodness.
What is going on here? I've got no idea.
That's what he always looks like. First caption we've got is from Stuart Dickens.
What the Dickens?
What the Dickens says, lugging around Chris would be easier if he was super lightweight build.
Oh, that's
lugging.
a bit harsh. It is a bit harsh.
Lugging, though. The lugging.
Luggins,
Get
isn't
it?
it?
I
Luggins.
see, I missed that.
See what you did
What
there.
up next, Nick?
Cuss UK says, free hack to improve braking speed. Maybe you could get, that's the next thing, integrated helmet flaps that move your ears out like that.
You just, your head
Slow you
you just lose your head. Next up, we've got Right Outside who says, I hear I'm the guest presenter this week. That's terrible. That was terrible.
And he's not, so.
These are such, I feel like we've given you guys a terrible photo and we got terrible captions. But one of you
That's what we do every week.
is winning a stunt mug, Neil. A stunt mug, a bona fide stunt mug.
Where
which
is it?
we don't seem to have here right now.
Wonder why.
Where is it?
I keep breaking them. What we're going to give the, or who, are we going to give the stunt mug to this week, Neil? You've got to pick your winner. Is it Cuss, is it Stuart, or is it Right Outside?
I reckon Stuart Dickens, although it's a little bit harsh. I do quite like it because of the lugging bit.
Poor old Chris. Yeah, but well done. That's a caption contest win for you. Stunt mug on its way. Right, here's this week's photo. There you go. Give us a caption for that. I'm not joking. You give us a caption for that, and if it's the best one, we'll give you a free stunt mug. How's that?
As easy as that.
Let's find that out next week. Right, let's take a look at some things we like this week. Okay, first thing I really like this week, it's good to see Ella Connolly getting the old movement back in that elbow because she had such a good start to EWS.
She did. She won at Tweed Valley. She's rapid,
She was on fire.
She's doing well. And hopefully that means she could be back. I'm hoping for Whistler maybe. And she
it's
could
not
be
far
riding.
away.
It's not far away, but you never know. I've done the old radial head on my old elbow and it heals up pretty quick.
Does it?
Yeah, it hurts like for the rest of your life, but it does heal up. Let's hope we can see her at Whistler, but it's good to see.
It is. Check this out. Ruben Alcantara. Anything this guy does can't be wrong. You may think riding a 20-inch full suspension BMX is wrong, but if you put this guy on it, it's just the smoothest, best thing you'd ever see.
As a tech perspective, Anna, what do you think on the 20-inch mountain bike full suspension or the full suspension BMX? Whatever you'd like to call it. Yeah.
I mean, it's bridging that gap in it. I mean, I'm still a big fan of when the Yeti 4-Cross was about and it was a little full suspension 4-Cross bike. It was a mega bike. So, and it's still relevant in the riding that he's doing now.
Exactly.
And I think you're right, Neil.
It's so simple.
If Ruben's on it,
Exactly.
it ain't going to be bad.
If anyone else would have done this, I'd have been like, sure.
I think you're literally right. I think if there was anyone else other than this guy, because who's going to say it's crap if Ruben's doing it?
Not me.
Not me.
He's
I'm
making it look
definitely not
good, that's for
stepping
sure.
up into those shoes. But it's very interesting to see, and it's good to see he's still looking good on the bike. Right, let's take a look at some things that are coming up on GMBN this week. Neil, what are you looking forward to? You've got some great stuff from Sweden.
Exactly. We're going Swedish for the whole weekend.
Yes.
Myself and Blake we didn't have any meatballs. Did have mousse on the pizza.
Yeah.
Not chocolate
the
mousse.
Not chocolate mousse. And then we raced each other. Blake was on a gravel bike, believe it or not. I was on a cross-country bike. It was actually really good fun. And then I did a hide and seek rescue challenge with Blake. So he went and hid in the woods. I tried to find him using a helicopter. I got to go in a helicopter all day long.
You went to
You guys
Sweden.
have the best fun.
Anna,
I don't get
he
to
went
fly
Sweden the other
helicopters
day.
on tech.
He played hide and seek with a helicopter.
Because we were showing off
What is going on?
some more POC, and Reco technology, basically these little reflectors that go in your helmet and could save your life and also could earn me a day in a helicopter having fun.
I think that's probably what actually happened at the end there. Anna, what's going up on GMBN GMBN Tech? It must be pretty busy this week.
It is EUROBIKE day after day. So every day this week we're going to be bringing tech, or Doddy's bringing tech to the channel. And, you know, that's it this week, unless you want to see 10 clues you brought the wrong size bike last weekend.
Wow, it's all right, you're right. I get well excited for these videos actually this time of year.
Yeah, they're the best times when all the new stuff's coming out, apart from the ABS brakes. That's just nonsense. Right, it's time to get into the bike faults.
Right.
Okay, Neil's got the horn, but he shouldn't look at Anna like that. Let's start with Johnny, who's got a 1994 Liang. Have you ever seen one of these, Anna? I don't know what these are.
It's 94, it's before my mountain biking time,
This is...
It's a road bike,
Look
isn't
at
it?
that, the fork
Gravel
pace.
bike.
That
Is it
pace
gravel
RC,
bike?
they were very expensive. I mean, I'm sure the titanium frame would have been very expensive.
I've
This is
got a
one for
feeling-
Doddy, not me,
I've
this
got a
one.
feeling looking at it that it's probably a super nice, but I don't really know why.
I think it is.
Yes.
It's
yes.
titanium, it's pretty good.
Can't be bad.
Yeah.
It gets a soft horn. Next up, we've got Ed with his 2021 Trek Fuel. That's pretty, isn't it?
I like the kind of two-toneness of
It
it.
is,
Yeah.
but saddlebags on enduro bikes?
Oh, no good. No good.
I'm a bum bag or a frame bag gal, I think.
Me too.
Okay.
It's nice though. It's a
You
nice
guys
bike.
have picked out some weird stuff. I think it's nice. Nice? Are we giving that a nice?
Nice. Well, we don't have
Wow.
a dislike, do we?
This is gonna
Early riders.
Up the ante.
I bought my
yeah.
lad a 16-inch early rider. I can't remember what they're called, the trail version. Oh, Seeker. It says right there.
Yeah.
This looks like a 20-inch version. They're so good. They're so well made, these things, with like small little pedals and...
It's beautiful.
Brilliant.
I kind of wish they did an adult version,
Can you
to be
imagine?
honest. They're
Imagine.
stunning.
I think what's amazing about these bikes, these brands that are bringing kids onto mountain bikes, is this essentially is actually a small mountain bike.
It
You know,
is.
it's not just a small bike with knobbly tyres. It's actually a small mountain
And
bike.
they're really nice and light as well.
Yeah.
So
Do you remember the days when you had to grow into mountain bikes? Not anymore. Not
nice.
anymore. Very good. Next up, we've got another little one from Zachary. This is his 2014 Scott Voltage.
That looks weird. It's got 24-inch wheels on it.
No,
I
that's
think
like
it's
a dirt bike.
Dirt jump,
Yeah.
dirt jump-tastic. This one, I think.
That looks some... Either perspective was my eyes. It could well be my eyes. But it looks like it's got 24-inch wheels.
It's either for a child or for a very childish man. It's one or the other. I'm giving that a nice.
Dirt jumping ain't dead. Love the stealthness.
Anna likes it. What do you want to give it more?
No.
No, it's a
Have you
nice.
seen that
Next
guy's
up-
guy's name? Sorry, I have to stop. His name is Zachary Klein, and his Instagram is @ZacharyKlein.
Love it, love it. Best handle this week. Next up, we've got Jonas from the book himself. It's a Trek Roscoe over in Finland.
Look how shiny it is.
It's pretty.
It is.
It's pretty. I like that. It's simple. Simple
Yeah,
and nice.
I love a hardtail,
Should we give it more?
honestly.
Should we give it more?
Super
bike,
nice
go on
for me.
then.
I love a hardtail.
Keep it simple.
You've dropped the tan wall rule, I see.
Oh mate, it went out the window ages ago. I've
yeah.
ordered a set from a bowhead. Next up, we've got, I love it. We've got another little one with tan walls on the 20s.
Kind of slack as well, isn't it?
Yeah,
for a
this is
rigid
Gareth's
bike?
Vitus.
Yeah, but think of the standover clearance
Do you
for
know
a
what
kid.
would be,
That's
do you know what would be
genius.
hilarious on this Vitus? Rob Warner. He would look amazing on that bike. He would look amazing. Rob, I want to see you on one of those, please.
I think I would just look in proportion on that bike, to be honest.
Nice. Super nice. Next up, we have got Wouters.
Oh, it's not single speed. It is a
Belt drive.
Yeah.
Belt drive.
Get
Pinion
that.
12
Oh,
speed.
yes.
It's a titanium hardtail, 12-speed pinion gearbox, Gates carbon belt drive.
Yes.
Oh, is that good, Anna? That's
Yes.
good. Yeah, yes. Anna's
Yes.
getting excited. She's
Like
like,
it.
oh,
It
yes.
is.
If
and-
you can handle a pinion gearbox, yeah.
Pass it
But it's,
before.
I've just
That
seen
is
the name
nice.
of the bike. It's an 11 Ants Panther. Never heard of it.
Panther.
Are we saying
I
that
think
is
Anna's giving that a super
I
nice.
love that, yeah. I'd
Bit
love to
belt
ride
drive,
that.
bit belt drive. Next up, we've got, oh, this is a nice shot. This is a little YT
is.
Capra in the jungle of the cottage garden.
in Ryland.
Yeah.
I love the Renthal bar and stem combo. Looks nice. And the lever's
Yeah.
quite steep. He's just got axis, must have.
He's running that single speed.
And is it me? Is his rear,
Oh, it
is
is.
his front brake much steeper than his
It is.
rear brake? It's very
He's
strange.
running
single
a Capra
speed.
single speed.
Whoa.
Interesting.
No drop of post. So that's why there's no levers.
Wow, well spotted,
That
well
is
spotted. That's an interesting
very
idea, isn't
Must
it?
be
Interesting.
sort of slope style bike.
What are we going? I think that's probably
I
one
really
of them,
like
isn't it? Liked it, surprised us there. Well done, Niels. And next we've got a white from Mark in St Albans in Hertfordshire. That's a lot of blue. Not going to lie, that's a lot of blue.
Less is more.
Can you have hope without having a big bright colour everywhere?
Well, I've always found it hard. I've always found it hard not to. I can't. I can't let this go by without a super nice.
Really?
I love Hope Tech.
Do you?
Yeah,
Do
they're
you?
the greatest. I'm too late. I supernised it.
You said it.
This one, this is Gary's recycled Saracen Mantra 2.6.
Love it.
Sprayed.
Love it. Straight out of Blake's garage, this one is.
Hey, 26 ain't dead.
It
So
ain't.
it's a second-hand frame fort that is resprayed.
Nice. That's a nice. No, we're out the bike vault on that one. It was a nice to
Getting
finish.
into that.
It's always the way with the bike vault. You get rolling, you lose all your viewers, and you're into it. It's a shame. Well, it leaves us with only a thank you for watching the show this week. It's been great to see you. And thanks for coming along and joining us. And you think it's better than the tech set? I think it is. I think, yeah.
Smells better.
You're right. It does smell better. Neil, thank you for your wisdom. And what would you like to see this week?
Thumbs. I just did thumbs. Give us thumbs up on that.
I'd like to see some subscribes. Do what you can. It gets mountain biking out to the masses. But from us, it's goodbye, and we'll see you next week on the Dirt Shed Show.
See ya.